Let me address the recent events in Charlotte, North Carolina. The recent death of Keith Lamont Scott in Charlotte is currently under local investigation. We are, of course, aware of the tragic events that resulted in his death, and the Department of Justice and the FBI are currently monitoring that matter. Now, for the second day in a row, protests in response to Mr. Scott's death took place in Charlotte last night, and for the second day in a row, those protests were marred by violence, this time leaving one person on life support and several individuals injured. An awful reminder that violence often only begets violence. Now, the details of what happened last night are still under review by local authorities, but today, the Department of Justice is sending 4 members of our Community Relations Service to Charlotte. Our Office of Community-Oriented Policing Services has also offered technical assistance and support for crowd mediation to local police. And the local FBI office stands ready to assist local law enforcement as well. I know that these are difficult times, and I know that the events of recent days are painfully unclear and they call out for answers. But I also know that the answer will not be found in the violence of recent days. Let us all seek a peaceful way forward. Now, most of the demonstrators gathered last night were exercising their constitutional and protected right to peaceful protest in order to raise issues and to create change. We need your voice. We need your passion. We need your commitment. But I urge those responsible for bringing violence to these demonstrations to stop, because you're drowning out the voices of commitment and change, and you're ushering in more tragedy and grief in our communities.